I want to go over if the Yankees have what it takes to win the World Series. We're playing well. 11-game winning streak, but are we going to be able to take it all? I think a lot of it depends on a couple of things. First, our September call-ups. If in our September call-ups we have more or less pitchers, will impact a lot. Because we're going to have a lot of guys coming back from the injured list. And if we keep everyone that we have currently, we're going to have like 5 guys on our bench. Velasquez, Wade, Odor, Gardner, and Higashioka. That's a large bench. So I really think a lot of it depends on what we do when the injured guys come back. Because we're getting 2 players back. So, with Urshela and Torres. So we're going to have to really clear up 2 spots there to have a normal-sized bench. Maybe like we might be having a large bench of 5 players, but I think if we have 4 players, that's optimal. So we really need bullpen help. I mean, we can get better players in the bullpen, I feel. So the second thing in my mind is if Andrew Heaney is still pitching for us. Currently, our rotation goes Cole, Montgomery, Tyone, Cortez, and then Heaney. Heaney is not good, and good teams will annihilate him. I mean, he throws T-ball. He just gives up home runs. If we are in the postseason and he is pitching, he's going to give up 4 runs. No matter what. And that's tough to win then. So what we've been winning with is our pitching. So I think getting rid of Heaney is very, very necessary. A lot of that depends on, do we get Germán back? Germán is going to be better than Heaney. And are we going to be able to get Kluber back? And Sevy I'm not really factoring in. So even if we do get Sevy back, I don't think he'll be ready to throw in the rotation. I think he would go straight into the bullpen. Even though that would still be good. I mean, you can always use more bullpen pitchers. But if we get Kluber and Germán back, our rotation goes Cole, Monty, Kluber, Tyone, Germán. We don't, and then Cortez could go in the bullpen, or he could stay in the rotation because he's been elite. There's no, like, weak link there. All of them are good enough to go out and give us 6 innings and keep us in the game. And if they are doing bad, I would love to have Cortez in that bullpen to be able to go in, because a lot of those guys are righties. And if they're doing bad, you quickly bring in a lefty, different arm angle. I would just love that. So if we get Kluber and Germán back, I think we are World Series favorites. So there's not a weak link there. And our offense is stacked. Okay, this is our lineup in my mind, or our depth chart on my mind when everyone is back. Gallo, left field. Judge, center. Stanton, right. Then we got Rizzo or Voit at first. But I would go Rizzo, better defense. LeMahieu at second. Torres at third. My bad, not third. Torres at short. Urshela at third. Sanchez catching. And then we can have Voit. Voit can DH. On the bench there, we're going to have Odor, who can really be a good lefty off the bench. I mean, the guy's hitting well. Good lefty, especially if they try to bring in some righty killers for us. I mean, get LeMahieu out then. Substitute Odor for LeMahieu. Substitute Urshela for Odor. Like, we'll have more options there, and I'd love to see him off the bench. So, I mean, I'd always just move them around. I mean, Odor's not good at third, but he's elite at second. So you get Urshela out, we'll then move LeMahieu to third, Odor to second. It works out really well. And Wade can pinch run. I mean, the guy's fast. He plays everywhere in the infield, and he plays everywhere in the outfield. So he can give like guys days off if needed, but it's the postseason, that shouldn't happen. But he's fast and can easily substitute for defense. And then Higashioka is backup catcher, so he won't really be doing much. I don't see him having much playing time unless he's starting Cole. So they're a duo. They always he catches Cole. And then Gardner, if we're late into a game, he can substitute out for Stanton because Stanton's not that good defensively, and Gardner's a lot better. So we can go in and substitute for Stanton. He can pinch run also. I mean, or just be a lefty bat, not a good one, but if we get our injured players back, I think if we're able to keep Odor on the bench and get our bullpen back to full strength, Chapman doesn't implode, and get a nice 5-man rotation, I think we are favorites to win the World Series. What do you think? Put that down below in the comments.